Hi friends, welcome to this week's video. Today I'm going to be sharing some of the things that we've been eating lately. This is not a what I ate in a day video, it's just a few things that we've been enjoying a lot because these are dishes that come together quickly, they don't really use complicated ingredients, and they're easy to throw together in a rush. So let's get started. This is a very colorful and delicious bean and pasta salad. I'm using mixed beans from a can. The pasta obviously came from my pantry shelf. And when it comes to the vegetables, I'm adding whatever I have on hand. I had some bell pepper. This is frozen corn. I always have celery in the fridge, so a bit of that is going in. And some red onion. What's nice is that you can add anything you have in your fridge. It's perfect for finishing up little bits of things. Sometimes I add chopped cucumber or zucchini, really anything goes. The dressing is also very simple. This is some extra virgin olive oil, a bit of salt of course, some black pepper, and then some lemon juice and mustard. I'm using a kind of grainy mustard, but it also has a creamy texture. You can add mayo, you could add vegan mayo if you're vegan, but that's it. It's a very, very simple dressing. Next, a copious amount of freshly chopped coriander or parsley, but again, you could use any fresh herbs that you have on hand, and that's it. I think what I love most about this pasta, aside from the fact that it's so colorful and beautiful, is that it's really not fussy. Once you have a bit of boiled pasta, you just add anything that you like or anything that you have, and you have a pretty solid and somewhat balanced meal ready to go. We've had this several times in the last many weeks, and every time it's been a little bit different, but every time it has been absolutely delicious. I really like to enjoy soup all year round. All weather is soup weather for me, and what I love most about this miso and tofu soup is that it's very light and it is good for the warm weather, but when you still want something nice and cozy. I have some vegetable stock in my pot here and I'm dissolving a bit of red miso. You can use white miso. There might also be other varieties of miso that I'm unaware of, but this is red miso. It's dissolved and I'm going to cover this pot up and bring it up to a near boil, not quite a boil. And to be honest, there's no reasoning behind this. I just decided to add my cubed soft tofu before reaching boiling point, but I guess you could add it at any time. So that's what I've added, some soft tofu cut into cubes. I'm going to cover it up and now bring it up to a rolling boil. Nothing complicated here. Once it has achieved a rolling boil, I'm adding the white part of the green onion, which has been cut up, as well as some thinly sliced cremini mushrooms. And then I'm covering up my pot and removing it from the heat. Before serving, I do like to bring this soup up to a final boil one more time before portioning it out. And there are a few more ingredients that I do add at the very end, starting with some seaweed. This is a nori sheet that I've just cut into strips. And this is the green portion of the spring onion that I've reserved to use here. Finally, a bit of my favorite chili oil, which is store-bought, and that's it. This soup is done. We had it that evening with some wakame salad and a bit of sushi that came from the market, and that was it. A really quick dinner, out of the way, and a nice, light yet comforting soup. Next is labneh with herbs and dates. This is a really nice dip or spread. Labneh is kind of new to me. It's a thick yogurt, thicker than Greek yogurt. I first tried it about 5 years ago and then I enjoyed it quite a bit when we spent time in Egypt. I've spread it out on a plate and I'm topping it with some nigella seeds and chopped pistachios, then some chopped dates. You can also use pomegranate arils. I've done that as well, and it adds a really nice burst of sweetness and tanginess to this dip or spread. My favorite herb combination for this is parsley and mint, but you can use whatever you have on hand. And if you are vegan and labneh is not an option for you, then you could make this with hummus, and that would also be just as scrumptious and yummy as this is. I'm finishing it off with a little bit of zest, not the juice, just the zest. It adds a very different vibrance to this dip, and there you have it. We enjoyed it with cucumber slices and pita. We were so hungry the day that I made this, I didn't film how we ate it, but I did capture it the next day when we enjoyed the leftovers, which we had in very much the same way. Cucumber slices and some pita. It was a great snack. This is a good side dish, but you could pair it with a lot of things and it could be the focus of a main dish as well. That's it for today's video, friends. I hope you enjoyed spending time with me. Thank you as always. Do like and subscribe so that you don't miss any content from me, and I'll see you very soon. Next week, in fact, with something else. Bye-bye.